In this video, we're looking at how a bubble sort works. So, to find out how a bubble sort works, we need something to sort. In this case, we've got a list of fruits. So a bit of a fruit salad going on here. So I'm going to copy and paste this for a moment so I can show you just fundamentally how a bubble sort works. So how it works is we start off with the first pair. I know there's not a pair in the list. Okay, never mind. We start off with the first two fruits, lime and banana, and we see if they need to be swapped over. And we know alphabetically banana comes before lime, so guess what we're going to do? We are indeed going to swap them over. And then we look at the next two, lime and melon. Those two alphabetically are in the correct order. Then we look at the next two, and they need swapping. So guess what we do? We swap them over. You get in the hang of this. And then melon and lemon. And of course, alphabetically, we need to swap those two over. Now, because we made a swap, then that means we have to follow the strategy all over again. So, banana and lime. That looks good alphabetically. Lime and apple, not so good. So we swap those two over. Then the next two, lime and lemon. We need to swap these two over. And then lime and melon, that looks good. Now because we made a swap, we then do this all over again. So banana and apple, we are going to swap these two over. Banana and lemon, that looks good. Lemon and lime, that looks good. Lime and melon, that looks good. Now we know visually, just looking at it, it's pretty obvious it's in order, but the computer won't know that. So because we made a swap, then we go over it one final time. So apple and banana, yeah, that's good. Banana and lemon, that's good. Lemon and lime, that's good. Lime and melon, that's good. So that is how the algorithm fundamentally works. So let's now look at this in code. So this code has been written in Microsoft Visual Basic for applications. It's about as close to pseudocode as you're going to get. So if you've seen this in pseudocode, then hopefully by running this, it will help you to understand exactly what's going on. So I'm going to run this one line at a time by pressing the F8 key on the keyboard. So we define our list of fruits, and we can see down here at the bottom of your screen that we've got fruit 0, lime, fruit 1 is banana, fruit 2, and so on. So this fruit array is indexed by a number. Next we've got this flag called isSorted, and at the moment we're going to assume that this list is definitely not sorted. And whilst the list is not sorted, then we want to go through the list and make any swaps if we need to. So on the next line, because we don't know any different at this particular moment in time, we're just going to say it is sorted. But if a swap does occur, then we will say, no, it's not sorted, and we'll set this variable to false. Now, this bit is where we go through and look at the pairs of fruits. So we're going to count from 0, index 0, lime, up to ubound. In pseudocode you might see this as length or len, but ubound is the upper bound, in which case it's item 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to count from 0 to 4 minus 1, which is 3. So you might think, hang on, how come we're just going 0, 1, 2, 3? Well, don't forget that we sort them in twos. So when IDX is 0, we want to compare 0 with 1. When IDX is 1, we're comparing 1 with 2. When IDX is 2, we're comparing 2 with 3. When IDX is 3, I lost where I got to then. We want to compare 3 with 4, but we don't want to set IDX to 4 because we don't want to compare 4 with 5. I hope that makes sense. So, now we want to compare, IDX is now set to 0, so we want to compare fruit 0 with fruit 1. So you can see that IDX is 0 here, and we put IDX plus 1, So IDX, this will be 1. So fruit 0 is lime, fruit 1 is banana. So we're comparing these two, lime with banana, which you should be able to see at the bottom of your screen. Those are the two that we're going to compare. Now we know that alphabetically, lime is greater than banana. So if that's the case, then we're going to say, hey, we're setting this to false because we don't think this list is going to be in order. And then we're going to swap lime with banana. Now, in a lot of programming languages, you can't just say, hey, swap these two over. So imagine if you're holding a lime and your friend is holding a banana, and you need to swap them over. But you can only hold one fruit at a time. Right, so you can't just nab the banana off your friend and then give them the lime, or even do it exactly at the same time. It just doesn't work. So we have to have a friend, someone else to help. So we introduce this temporary variable which is going to take the lime. So we can see down here temp is set to lime. That then frees you up to take the banana. So fruit 0 is going to become the banana. And then fruit 1, this one here, can then take the lime. So these two have now swapped over. So now we've looked at these two, we're now going to look at the next two. So because this is a for loop, IDX is going to change from 0 to 1. So now we're going to look at fruit 1 and fruit 2. So lime and melon. And of course we know alphabetically that they are in the correct order. So then we go again. IDX increments, it's now 2. So we're going to compare fruit 2, melon, with fruit 3, apple. Those two alphabetically need swapping over. So we swap those two over using the same strategy that we used before. And then we look at the next two. So melon and lemon. Now of course those two need swapping over. So those two get swapped as well. Then we've now gone through it once. But of course, is sorted is false because a swap occurred. So because that's false, we then set it to true, and then we start all over again. So we're going to compare banana with lime, and so on. So we just continue to do that, and now you can see that a swap happened, so that's where we are now. Because this is still not sorted, we're going to go through it again. So banana with apple, need swapping, banana and lemon, lemon with lime, lime and melon, etc. So we continue going through. So no swaps happened that time, and because no swaps happened that time, we now know that our list, apple, banana, lemon, lime, melon, is sorted. Hurrah! So, understanding generally how a bubble sort works is pretty straightforward. Understanding the algorithm, if you are new to this, it might be a little bit tricky. So if you can, have a go writing this code, run it one line at a time, and eventually you will indeed get it sorted.